Back, we got Phil Klein. Phil, just briefly, I know you got to go. You said law enforcement has, and you can't give a lot more detail or any more detail. Law enforcement has, you think, already seized some of these machines. Did they do that as an act of making sure that we could get into this later, or was it a fear of things being destroyed, or what was? Do you know what the purpose or objective of the seizure of those machines by law enforcement?
I'm unable to tell you that. I know the purpose is to investigate.
To investigate. Okay. Is there anything else I can answer in there before I move on to the next topic? Just let me. Going once, going twice, going three times. Okay. Phil, Zuckerberg, this seems like it was pretty well thought through. Do you think that he's got personal liability, or, I mean, how are you pursuing this as Zuckerberg and his institution, that $400 million that he put in here and only a couple $1 million into Republican areas?
Yeah, I don't think any of it is a crime, but I think there was a legal use of the money contrary to state election laws. That doesn't impose liability on him. I believe the city governments are the ones that improperly used private money to try to target a demographic to turn out the vote. And that's a violation of equal protection and also a violation of state election laws.
So for him to put the money's fine. He's a private citizen. He put it up. It's their use of going to these public-private partnerships and not disclosing it and giving these people access that was not disclosed in whatever they did. So it's a that's where your investigation is going.
And then America has to answer. Oh, go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry.
Does any of this right now, do you think, and where you're headed, will either act as an adjunct or act in a support function, or actually itself decertify either Wisconsin, Michigan, or Pennsylvania, the three big ones I guess you're focused in right now?
Yeah, I think, well, in court, the Michigan effort is growing very narrow and slim. I think there's a possibility in Wisconsin and Pennsylvania, as well as another state or two. So, yes, but it's in conjunction with the other things. It's how it was used and how it created a two-tier election system that I think the United States Supreme Court is going to be interested in. In fact, Alan Dershowitz, in a column this morning that I read, I can't remember what newspaper, pulled out one of our lawsuits and spoke to that as one of the primary avenues to get to the United States Supreme Court. So that possibility exists.
Yeah, he actually said it on Maria Bartiromo. That's why we had you and Kelly's lawsuit on here in the same hour on today's show, because I think Dershowitz focused on both you guys as being a sure path to the Supreme Court.